We just imported 30 baby pink tongue skinks, and we're gonna show you what we do and how we...
These guys are some of my favorite reptile pets in the whole wide world. One of the reasons is they're very similar to blue tongues in care, very easy to care for, and honestly, I think they make a little bit better pets. When we import animals, it's very important. The first thing we do is like to soak them. Why? Because they've been in transit for multiple days. We like to make sure they're hydrated and ready to go. All right, let's start unboxing some of these pink tongue skinks.
Like Manny said, these guys have been in transit for a couple days because it is an import. So we want to make sure that they are healthy, that they're hydrated, and then we want to get them set up as soon as possible. Let's open up this first little pink tongue and let's see how it looks. Look at this little guy. He's a little freaked out, understandably, but look at this little tiny pink tongue skink. These guys are, like Manny was saying, easy to breed, easy to keep. Maybe not the easiest to breed, but definitely easy to keep. And he's gone. Yeah, he's gone.
One of my favorite thing about these guys is you could actually keep them in groups year round, unlike the blue tongue skinks, you know, which we have to keep separate for the most part. These guys, I actually keep them in pairs or trios all year round, and they've been producing for us so far every year.
Oh my God, they lost.
We'll find them. Here, put this one in there. We always like to make sure these animals are looking good, you know, keeping out, watching their toes, their tails, just anything, you know, if we catch anything, a weaker animal, we want to make sure, you know, it's separated and treated for specifically. But that's why we got to do health checks on every single one of these animals. So here's some of our setups for our trio pink tongue skinks. That means a 1 male, 2 female group. And we actually had some babies from these guys the other day. So these are the black line or dark line. These are born normal, just like at the babies you saw. But instead of looking the same, they get darker and darker with age. These guys also tend to be a little bit smaller than the Queensland versions, which are the more common ones. We keep these guys in 18 by 18 by 24 high. They do like to climb. We do provide UVB for these guys. Look at the difference.
Yeah, this is like a regular version, and this is a big female that might be gravid. So you can see she's actually one of our biggest pink tongues, but they don't get much bigger than these guys.
Yeah, that's a big girl. And then we also provide these guys with UVB and a weak heat spot. They do like to bask, especially when they're gravid. Probably like 85, even 90 if there's a lot of places to just get away from the heat. Generally, these guys don't like it too hot, but as you can see, puppy dog tame, super chill. We barely work with these guys, and look, you can just pick them up, do whatever you want with them.
And these guys will be housed together all year round without an issue. They are not aggressive with each other whatsoever, so you could just leave them in there together. 1 male and a couple females. Now let's go show you guys the babies that were born, and these guys do give live birth. So one day you'll go in there and the female will just have dropped a ton of babies everywhere. And we set them up here, similar to how we set up the other skinks. Now these guys, look how tiny they are when they're babies. They're an arboreal setup, a lot of branches, a lot of plants and stuff that they can hide in. And check out this little tiny baby. They're all so slippery at this size too. They're so smooth and slippery. But that's a week-old baby, and you can see it's like the length of my index finger.
And like I mentioned before, these guys, these are in particular are dark line, so they will just keep getting blacker and blacker with age, which is super, super neat. Right now they're eating like mainly wet dog food, some cat food, and crested gecko diet as well.
Alright guys, if you guys are interested in any pink tongue skinks, head over to our website. We just got a bunch, as you guys could see. And what else, Manny?
And if you want the greatest reptile pet out there, right here, now's your chance. TikisGeckos.com only.